evening, everyone. It is once again Ted the Speed Learner, and I am here once again to declare the winner of the video response wars this week, which happens to be none other than Crazy Josh Cravey. Congratulations, Crazy Josh Cravey. You are the winner of the video response wars this week. I saw that you entered several videos into my video response wars contest, and I decided to ask you questions about two of them. But before I begin, I would like to say that I saw all your nice little Christmas presents, and they look wonderful, and they look great, and I'm a little envious about what you got. I'd like to have some of that stuff myself, to be honest with you. So, if you see me shining with a little bit of envy, you know why. So anyway, let's just get into this, shall we? Alright, we're going to start with that Christmas video. Well, it's not really a Christmas video. It was a video you did right after New Year's. But anyway, you were showing us all your Christmas stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and ask you a few questions about that first. Alright. First of all, I want to tell you that I think your Back to the Future action figures are extremely cool, and I decided to ask you a few questions about those. How large are the action figures? What accessories did they come with? Is there a toy time-traveling DeLorean that they can sit in? I saw that later in the video, but I thought, was that a part of that set, or was that just something different? Can anybody purchase that? I didn't know. Okay. How many other Back to the Future action figures are there? Now let's move on to the Ultimate Cube figure. You had this cube, and he unfolded it and turned into a guy. Okay. How large is the Ultimate Cube when it's completely folded up? And how large is the Ultimate Cube when it's completely unfolded? And can you place the hand and foot clippers on your key ring? I think that'd be kind of cool. I mean, here you got a key ring, and now you can clip your nails whenever you need to. There you go. What type of metal are the hand and foot clippers made out of? Alright, how many pages is in the Diary of a Wimpy Kid book that you have, the one you showed us? Okay. Does this book have any illustrations? If so, how many illustrations does it have? Okay. Now, I was looking at your absolutely cool, I don't know whether you'd want to call it a tripod or not, but that's kind of where my mind went when I saw it. I'm sure it probably has a more official name, but until I see something more official, I'll just say, well, it's a tripod. I know it's probably a lot more than that, but anyway, so if you want to provide us with the more official name for it, that's great and that's fantastic. But for this particular video, I'm just going to refer to it as a tripod because I really don't know exactly what its official name is. Okay, let's just go on here. What type of metal is your new camera tripod made out of? And how large is this camera tripod? I'd like to know that. Okay, now you had another video that you entered into the contest, and the title of this video was Heads or Tails. It was a kind of a background thing, you know, showing everybody what you were doing behind the scenes of doing this particular video. I know the official video will be called Heads or Tails, but this is kind of the behind the scenes of that. Alright, so anyway, here are my questions for that. First of all, where is this lake? That was nice. Can you tell us a little bit about the boats that were at that lake? I mean, what type of boats they were, what the names of any of those boats were. That would be kind of nice to know as well. It kind of looked like it was overcast. Did it rain shortly thereafter? Did it snow? What type of wood? I saw you were on like a boardwalk or something. What type of wood was that made out of? I'd like to know that as well. But anyway, here's a couple other questions for you. Did the police give you any grief about the fake prop gun that you had? I mean, I know police kind of get nervous when they see a fake prop gun, so anyway, I didn't know if they'd given you any grief over that. Did the guy on the boat ever shut off or lower the volume of his music? Now, I saw that later in the video. When I was first watching the video, I didn't know if he was actually going to shut it off or not, but then I reviewed it later, and I finally saw that he shut it off, or well, at least he lowered the volume anyway. What music was he playing? I mean, what songs was he playing out of that music? Or what type of music player was he using? What type of speakers was he using? I kind of like to know all that. If you know. If you don't know, that's fine. But if you do know, hey, all the more power to you. And, you know, it kind of looked like I don't know if it was a retreat or whatever this lake area was. I know where I live, we have a lake and we have noise ordinance at that lake. I didn't know if you had noise ordinances at that area or not. So if you do, let us know. Do they have it posted where they say, you know, you can't have your noise at a certain level or something like that? So kind of let us know about that as well. Now, I wonder if this guy on the boat had a watch or a clock on his boat. And the reason why I asked that is because he thought you guys were still supposed to be in school, and you said it was 4 o'clock. And I'm like, well, certainly at 4 o'clock, you wouldn't be in school. See what I mean? So, like I said, I wonder if this guy has a watch or a clock on his boat. Anyway, all neat little questions. I hope the weather cooperated with you. I hope you did have enough time to videotape what you were trying to videotape over there. Hopefully you didn't get a lot of birds that decided to irritate you. I mean, I already know the music was irritating you, but then I can just about imagine some bird that just doesn't want to get out of the camera shot. I can just imagine that nightmare happening, you know. Oh, and, you know, speaking of birds, what type of birds were out there? I mean, were there seagulls? Were there pigeons? Maybe you saw a bald eagle. Who knows? Let us know. What other type of wildlife was out there, too? That'd be kind of... I mean, did you see squirrels? Did you see beavers? What did you see out there? I wasn't there, so I don't know. So let us know what kind of wildlife you saw out there, too. Usually think, wow, that's a lot of questions. And speaking of that, what type of fish was in the water? I mean, you know, did you have sea bass out there? Did you have hammerhead sharks? You know, I don't know. I wasn't out there, so what kind of... If somebody like me were to go out there, what kind of aquatic life would we see out there? Would we see turtles? Would we see frogs? What would we see? I really like to know. Anyway, was it really cold that day? I mean, it didn't appear very cold, but it was a lot colder than everybody thought. Certainly, I didn't see, you know, how people exhale in the bitter cold, and you can see their breath. I didn't exactly see that at you guys, but you know, you never know. So anyway, congratulations on getting your driver's license. Yeah, I know it's kind of tricky when you get your driver's license, making sure you don't reveal too much information, because then people like to do this little identity theft thing. So yeah, I know how tricky that is. I don't really know. I'd have to kind of look up what you ought to show and what you not to show on your ID, that kind of thing. So I'll kind of look that up maybe one of these days when I get more time. But anyway, your videos were very interesting. I watched them, and they were just wonderful. I'm glad you did them. It's kind of nice to see something on the behind-the-scenes type thing, because I know you don't get to see a lot of my behind-the-scenes type stuff, but really for educational videos, that's not really all that interesting. But for yours, you know, that's one of the things. One of the things I am going to do is this summer I'm going to try my best. I have a mount that I can put on my car so I can put my camera up in there, and I'm going to actually show you traveling from approximately where I am to where some of these looking for Lincoln signs are, and you can kind of see for yourself where these things really are. And some of the trips are kind of cool. I mean, when I left Charleston that one day, I keep telling you guys this, I left Charleston that one day and I traveled to Oakland, and I saw half an hour of nothing but cornfields. I would like to show that on the camera. And this summer, if I get a chance, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So anyway, that'll be something for you guys to look forward to. Wow. Anyway, congratulations again on winning the Video Response Wars this week. Thank you for participating. For all you others watching this, participate. This is what happens. I ask questions about your videos, and people take an interest in your videos, and then they watch your videos, and your ratings go up, and your view counts go up, and more importantly, your video duration length, it goes up too. And that's what gets subscribers. And that's what gets the attention of Google itself, and that raises your ratings even more. All right. Thank you very much for participating, Crazy Josh Cravey. I loved your videos, and I'm looking forward to seeing your new stuff in 2016. All right. I hope everybody here has a wonderful week. I will post new videos sometime between Thursday and Friday. I'm going to make the notes for them in the next 3 days, and then I'm going to post a whole bunch of them. It'll probably be posted overnight, so don't be surprised if you don't, you're sitting there in the middle of the night and all of a sudden you poof, 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 there's a whole bunch of them. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, everybody. Have a great week, and I will tell you more in a future video, so I want you to stay tuned.